Hey there guys, thanks for joining us on another gaming night. Tonight we are playing Colosseum from formerly from Days of Wonder, now with Tasty Minstrel Games. We'll probably get more to that on our final thoughts. This was designed by Wolfgang Kramer and Marcus Lübke. And with me I have D. Hello. And James. This is James's first appearance on Gaming Nights, as he's you've been on my previous channel, my other channel, Battle Nights, with your Kings of War army. And also I have Martin here. This is his copy of the game.
Yes.
And myself, Jason. Right, so Colosseum. This is a really interesting game with lots of different mechanics. I'll give you a little scan of the board. What we're going to do here is we'll give you a little overview of the game. I won't tell you every single rule and everything how to play the game, but I'll give you a general feel. So you'll get a little bit of the rules now, and then we'll give you a gameplay turn so you can show you the flow of the game. And then at the end we'll give you our verdict on what we thought of this particular play and what we thought of the game in general. And just in general thoughts. Okay, so you start the game with some random shows. So for example, I'll show you mine here. I've got... Christ, I can't even pronounce that. Nemachia and Venatio. These are two shows that I'm going to try and put on for the public. And what I require, for say, example, that one there, I require some gladiators and some sailboats. And if I complete them, I will get victory points as shown there. So I can get 9 victory points. But if I was, say, missing a boat for one of these shows, so it'll just have 2 gladiators and 1 boat, I'll only get 7 points. And as you can see, if I was missing, say, another gladiator, I would get 5 points.
Just to say, you know they can't see you pointing at the screen, right?
Right, so this is my Colosseum. We start off the game with a specific turn order. There's only 5 turns, as you can see by there. And the first thing we do at the beginning of the turn is invest. So you can invest in different things. So for one, you can expand your Colosseum. So you can add this and it'll shuffle in
and
like that.
That's required later on for the more expensive shows, or the bigger shows.
Which look like this. So you can see this is a much bigger show, and then this is an even bigger show.
Yeah, you can see this is the Colosseum requirement size. You can see it's a 3-part and that's a 4-part there.
So that's one of the investments you can do. You can only do one investment a turn. So you can either do, like I've done there, which is expand my Colosseum, which will cost $10. Or I can add a lodge. Or I can add season ticket. If I add season tickets, it'll just give me extra 5 fans an extra turn, every turn. Or if I add a lodge, it allows me to roll 2 dice. The dice is basically what maneuvers these guys around the side. And
these are dignitaries that are kind of you're trying to entice them to come and visit your Colosseum, basically.
That's right. So we got the Emperor here, and we got the consuls, which are the blue ones, and the yellows, which are the senators. So for example, if I don't have a lodge, I just roll the 1 die. And I can choose any one of them. It doesn't have to be the one closest to me. And I'm going to try. So, for example, let's just move this properly. So I can move this senator into there.
No, you can't. They only move clockwise.
Oh, of course.
Nice. So he can move that senator there, or he could get this emperor a bit closer to him.
Yeah, there basically.
Or he could start moving one further around.
So that's what you can do, first of all, with the investment phase. Then you do acquiring event asset tokens. So this is where we do a little bit of an auction here in the market. We have 5 market places. So for example, I'm going to be the first player. So for example, if I want this, or I want someone else to try and bid for this, which you'll see in the gameplay turn, I will start the bidding at $8, and then we'll go around.
It's a minimum of 8, by the way. He could come in with a 17 if he really wants to, but a minimum of 8.
We start with $30. So once everyone can only win 1 bid, and once everyone has a bid, then the auction phase will be ended, and then we do a trading phase. So we've got all our starting things. So I've got a couple of things. I've got a gladiator, I've got some horses, I've got a comedian, I've got some scenery, and I've got a musician. For example, as you can see in my thing, I don't need musicians, but like say for instance James, he's got a boat over there, and he might not need the boat. So I could try in the trading phase, go, James, would you like to trade this musician for your boat?
No.
And he could say yay or nay, as in the case with all of them, they'll all say no.
Horse.
Yeah. And then we'll do that until everyone's finished trading, and then we get to produce our events. So provided I have the requirements, I can say try and put this event on, which will score me my points. And then we move up the track. Now this is where the interesting part comes actually, is that say for example I scored 12 points on my turn. In the next turn, when I do another event, if I score, say for instance, 17 points that turn, I don't move up another 17 spaces. I only move up the extra 5 because you have to try and outmatch your event every time. You just have to get better. Otherwise, people will just get bored of your events. So once we've done that, we do the closing ceremony where the first player token can move on. The person who has the most victory points at the end of that round will get one of these, which is a podium. And they fit onto your little thing. Gives you extra 3 fans on your turn. But the person in last place will then get to steal one of these things from the person in first place. And we all have to ditch one as well. So that's a rough general idea of the rules. Do you want to add anything, Martin?
Pretty much explain everything. I mean, there's a few nuances like star performers and like bonus tokens and things, but it's not really worth going into much detail there.
So that's basically the general gist of how the rules work. So now we'll start the game off, and then we'll get back to you in a few seconds with the gameplay turn, so you can see how the game flows and listen to us squabble in the trading phase. All right, let's get this started. So we're back for the gameplay turn. I'm giving you a look at what I've collected so far, and then we'll give you a look at the scores. So in the lead is Martin. He's on tiebreaker in the lead, with D second, me third, James in last place. We're on to turn 3 now. We're just about to start, with D being the first player. So the first thing we've got to do is investing. So starting with the first player, he has to choose what he's going to invest in. So obviously the choices look, like for example, the first turn I extended my Colosseum. Second turn I bought a lodge. James won the first round, so he's got one of the little podiums. He's also invested in a lodge and extended his Colosseum. That's D's over there. He's extended his Colosseum and added a season ticket. And this is Martin's. He's got a podium, a lodge, and an extended Colosseum.
Identical to James, in fact.
So, D, what investments are you going to do?
Right, so I have 2 of these little tokens, so I have the choice. I could cash them both in to get an additional investment.
I didn't explain about those tokens in the beginning. What that means is when you move one of the consoles onto these little sort of gem squares,
resting spaces, I think. Yeah.
you get one of these little token things over there, and they give you different abilities. One of them is what D is talking about there. Is if you have 2 of them, you can trade them in for an extra investment on your turn. Otherwise, they give you some abilities, which is Serge over there. You get extra fans, extra movement, or extra money. But generally, everyone hoards them to try and get, as far as I know, tries to get extra investments.
Although they are the only way you can move things backwards as well. So I could spend one to move the Emperor back onto me.
All right.
Okay. I am going to purchase a season ticket.
Okay. So just to show you the little crib sheet.
No, sorry, not season ticket. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. A new event.
Okay.
So I'm looking.
So this is what these tokens are. Look, obviously we've all completed 2 shows over the last 2 turns, and these are the things we've collected.
It's probably worth showing this as well. This is like a horrendous crib sheet here. So this shows, this shows all the available kind of event tickets that are out there that we can buy. Obviously, D's just look for a stack, but essentially these are all of them. So ticket 15 requires that, and that sort of thing. It gets you points and blah, blah, blah.
So many stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of things there.
What I'm doing is I'm buying number 18, which cost me 22 money. So I need to have stadium size of at least 3, which I have. Spend my 22.
You need a stadium size that big to put it on. You don't need to buy it.
So buying that, spending my 22 crowns.
That's it.
Yeah,
James.
That's it.
If he wants to use these investments,
Oh yes, you could do it now. Yeah.
These parts, can I use these at any stage or?
That's a good question, Stephen.
Now just for some interlude music.
Well, James, do you know what you're going to do on your turn?
Yeah, of course. 20 crowns. I'm going to buy a new event.
Yes, you can.
You can do it anytime.
What
Right,
one?
looks like
Do you know what one?
Yeah, it's
Please don't be the one I want.
Yeah. So the
16.
Yes.
Which is that. Okay. So I too am going to buy a new event. I want number 12, please. So if someone find me number 12 there.
That's number order.
So this is the one I'm getting, which requires me to have 13 coins to pay for it. So No problem. I'm full of cash. Dump that in there. What did you do, Martin?
I'm buying the Liars of Mercury for 17.
Oh, what was mine called? The Cave Leonum Cruciatum. Jesus, sounds like a Harry Potter thing. Alright, so that was the investing phase done. No one decided to use... Oh, you can use yours.
No, I won't.
Okay, so now we go to the acquiring event asset tokens from the market. So D is the first player, so he has to choose. Now the way this works is he'll choose one of these items to bid for.
One of these three
Yeah.
items.
So for example, we do this, we move it down, like say for instance if he wants that to bid for that one. If he wins that one, then we'll get more tokens to add on. If someone else wins it, then he has to choose a new one. So where are you going, sir?
Without refreshing it, that is.
So I'm going to bid for this one.
Okay, so you must bid at least 8 to start off with.
I will bid 8.
So now goes to James. James, would you like to bid anything for that?
No.
No. I will go to 10.
No, I'm not interested.
I'll go to 12.
Well, I'll go to
Where do you get? Oh, of course.
I'll go to 13.
I'll go to 14.
Wow. Do I want to go higher? What did you say, 14, D?
14 is what I'm bidding.
Let's have a look. What else is around here? Okay, no, you can have it. 14.
So to do this, I'm going to cash one of these in for 6 money.
Ouch.
6, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
You are bloody broke.
And because he was the first player and he initiated that, we refreshed the market with some new tokens.
And a lion.
Yeah. Alright, so now James gets to choose. James, what would you like to bid on? You don't seem like you want any of them.
Well, no, cause
You don't have to bid, you could just go, no, fuck it, I'll wait. I mean, fudge it.
Well, you're needing your little priest guy, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah,
I
you
traded
don't
it
have-
off you last turn, James.
That's very true.
There is a double priest here.
I need one.
Okay.
I need one and a warrior. I need either or.
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
How many jokers you've got, man?
Come on, James, you can do this.
Oh, stop staring that camera at me.
Like
I
it's his
will-
turn or anything.
I will bid 8 for what are you wanting? You wanting some horses, warriors, and what are those other symbols? You
Cages.
These are not horses, these are lions.
Yeah, he needs lions, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
This is how James lost his leg.
I'm trying to ride the
Yeah, he went horse riding one day.
I'll bid for these. No, bid for these.
Alright, so you're going in with 8?
Yeah.
Well, this is quite interesting, just to point out. This has got a swordsman on it. D is currently the leader of he has the most pragmatic swordsman in the world. And I have 3 swordsmen as well. If I win that, for example, I would take the world.
The star
Before-
warrior.
yeah.
Because he now has, because basically I had 3 before Jason had 3, so I get that. When somebody gets more than what I have, they then steal the star.
And you have to have, by the way, 3, at least 3 to actually have that.
So you're
if you
bidding
lost
8,
one,
yeah?
You lose it.
I will bid 9. So Martin, you're still in. I mean, because
I don't want it.
right, the D can't bid because he's already got his. So it goes back to James. James, you want anything for that?
10.
10. I'll go 11.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I win it with 11. So I'm going to pay my cash.
Does get star, fair enough.
I get these nice goodies. But because I won that now, but I wasn't the first player, that doesn't get refreshed. And James gets to choose.
No.
And James gets to choose the next thing to do.
Should be more than, shouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, rubbish, really. Take that for 8.
That's
Please take it.
Martin's still in it.
That's all right. I don't want it. You have it. It's all good.
Well, that one gets refreshed then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want
Because
it.
you're the first player.
Oh,
you're the person
right, I was
choosing.
going to say.
Because you didn't win that one.
Just by the way, James has not played this before. Does that one get rolled as well?
Actually, that's one
I've
of
only
those.
got one hand. I've found in the bag of the other one.
So pay your 8, James.
Another warrior and a horse.
Uh,
What is
I
this?
assume that is one of those tokens.
Basically that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, but I think I want a torch more. You immediately.
You get a warrior. I can give you a torch.
Yeah, basically you take that, get that. If I can get a warrior, you'll give me a
I'll
torch.
give you a torch. Yeah.
Then he gets the torch there.
Yeah, but I need 2 torches.
Ah.
Yeah, we'll help each other out.
Oh, that is tempting, James. But see, what's that giving? That's giving me a spare vase to dip, or... Oh, you little temptress. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to spend 8. And I'll take those.
Okay, so that's basically everyone now attained some stuff from the market. So now we go to the trading section. So we play it like this. D's the first player. So it's kind of like the trading in Catan. He makes trades as he wants, and we can trade with him. But we can't trade with each other until he's done.
Right.
D, as you're the first player, are you interested in trading away your lion?
What are you going to trade me for it?
I have 2 comedians available,
Hmm.
and I could maybe add in a buck or 2.
You'll give me for the 1 lion. You're going to give me 2 comedians and 2 bucks.
No. You can either have 2 comedians or a comedian and 2 bucks.
I'll have 2 comedians and 1 buck.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain, sir.
He's awful. Like freaking Del Boy.
What else you got available there?
That's my only offer.
Look at him, man. He's such a... No one else has got lions,
Join
isn't there?
Oh, you're gonna need it, Jace. I mean, look how many star
Alright,
performers
what did you
got
say?
there.
One buck and 2 comedians, yeah? For a lion. Fine.
Oh. Star Lion comes along. Right.
Simba!
Check me out.
Woohoo!
Wow, you get loads for that turn.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so, do you got any other trading you want to do?
Nobody has any boats, do they? So I think that is it. Unless anyone's got a spare portcullis.
Do you want another warrior?
I've got portcullis for a warrior.
No, not for
Oh,
one.
no, you need a warrior.
I
Yeah, I need a
warrior
warrior.
Do you need any horses?
Okay, I think I'll
Move
leave-
along.
leave
James.
mine
Another
Torch
horse?
for a warrior. Jason.
Yeah,
Mine,
Martin.
even.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There you go. Thank you.
That's a done deal right
Yes.
there. Do you need anything else? If you...
No, because I need either one of them or 2 of them. Really.
I will do your horse for your musician. Horse will get you the star horse.
I will do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Deal.
How
Thank you.
much?
Wheeling and dealing. So it comes...
Star horse comes
There you
from you to me. Thank you.
It comes to... Are you guys done trading, James?
I'm done. Yeah.
Right, so it comes to me. I am not really all interested in trading. This is what I'm going for, by the way. And obviously, I've got everything I need for it.
So you could actually try and trade for the next ticket, but...
Yeah, but I'm holding the camera, so I can't think of what my next ticket is. So,
We're
Martin...
not holding the camera, we don't know what the hell we're doing either. I don't need to trade anymore, I'm done. Unless anyone wants any of these.
So, anyone got any final trades they want to do?
Do you want any of these?
Going once, going twice,
Done.
3 times. All right, so trading done. So now we're doing producing an event. D, what event would you like to produce, sir?
The first thing that we do
Let's move.
is, well, one of these, I roll 1 dice because I don't have one of the
Lodges.
Loge, lodge, whatever the hell it is.
That is a 1 to, is that a 1, 2, 3 or
Yep,
is it a 1
1
or
to
a
3.
3? 1 to 3. So,
So closer quickly because I can't see it from there. So that's the dice.
see that? The choices are,
So now you can move any of the dignitaries around the board.
so my choice, I can either move this guy into here, so if he ends in here, inside my Colosseum, he's going to give me +3 crowd attraction.
Yeah, he's a
spectators.
senator, so he's the lowliest.
The other option I have is I can also move this guy 3 here. Because it's that symbol, I'm then going to pick up another one of those.
The rest space.
Or
So very
you could do that
tempting.
same down here.
Yeah, but that one makes him closer to me.
Absolutely,
so it's
yeah.
definitely a better choice.
But also,
Um,
it may screw somebody else over.
I think
Or you should move the blue one out just to screw Martin over.
Oh, I think he's going to go anyway.
I am deciding on this. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I
So
will
he
take
gets one of the free little.
one of those. Right.
It's really handy.
The show. I'm putting on Mar Spielbergus.
I think it's Mare.
No, it's Mar.
So tell us about the show.
It's a really good show with some people, some boats, and some cages, and some bit of backgrounds. There's probably some kind of music.
Great.
There's no freaking music in there.
There is, you just can't hear it.
It's just fighting and cages and
Have
stuff.
You
Have
can't
you
hear it
got-
because all these people are leaving your empty stadium.
Have you got all the bits for it?
I have my 3 warriors. I have my two cages. My 1 set. I have 1 boat, and I use both of these, which are wild resources, as well too. So I have a full complete set. So I get the full complement of 27 points,
Moly.
plus 10, 37, plus another 5, 42.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And that also means he gains 42 income.
money.
Nice.
Yes,
Right,
that was
complete that.
fat.
Right,
James,
James.
and to you.
It's
So
not
you-
going to be nowhere near as good as that.
2
but
dice.
I get 2 dice because I have a Loge. And that's a
2
5.
and a 3. So he can move 2 different things. 1 space 2, 1 3, or he can move 1 thing 5.
This is obviously James's thing over here, and he's got none of the senators near him.
That to 3. Get one of those doodads.
You can do this one as well.
I can do that one as well. Yeah, I can do. Yeah, 2, isn't it?
No, not that. That one.
The yellow one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can do
Touch the blue one.
that. That's that one.
Okay, so that's the senators
Wow,
moved.
that's quite sweet.
Yeah. When can I spend these?
Right. The money you can spend whenever.
Yeah.
The movement one you can use at the end after you've basically resolved the dice. You could use it now.
No, yeah,
theoretically,
yeah.
I guess. And the spectator one when you put on an event.
Okay.
So what event are you going to do?
The Ponies of Epona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't talk about it because this is a.
It's a silent show.
Well, no, it's not that. You've got to be over. You've got to be over 18 because there's lots of ponies and men.
What kind of show is this?
Anyway, I've got everything for it. So
The mind boggles.
that's 23, 43.
No, 33.
Yes, 33. Where did that come from? 33 and
36.
36.
So James moves up.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
decent.
Do you want to get your 36 for money?
36. 10.
Christ, I'm feeling pressure now.
Right, do you want to... my turn, so I can roll some dice. Right, I've also got a Loge. What have I got? 1 to 3 and a 1 to 3.
Unbelievable.
Well, he's going to go 1, 2. Oh, I'm only moving 2 spaces up. And then, is there anywhere I can get...
No, they're all stacked on
Oh,
there.
hold on. I'll get another 4. Sorry, because I've got
the most
sub
horses.
former. Yeah.
Right, let's get you another 4
Oh,
bucks.
4
John.
money.
We're just like out of mind.
Yeah, I feel like I should.
Because all the others aren't going to gain.
Yeah, the problem
anything
is
at the
what
moment.
you're doing is then you're setting D up to have a crap load just queued up waiting.
I'm only
for
rolling 1 dice. So I
Do
need
you
one
have to
thing.
move
True.
them? Like, for example, if you rolled on your turn and there's another benefit to it, could you move them or not move them?
I assume you have to move
I
something.
think, yeah,
because it
everything
says
moves,
1
yeah.
to 3 or it
Yeah.
says 1 or
I suppose you could move the blue one so he's out of mine, but
not. Close.
far enough away from D to be relevant.
Yeah, move him up 3.
Why 3?
Closer to me.
My
Right.
God.
So that's that done. Now I do my show. I'm doing the Cave Leonum Cruciatum. I have everything for it, so it's going to be 17. With 3 lions, 3 gladiators, and 2 cages. The lions come jumping out of the cages to fight off my gladiators. So I got 17 points for that. I get 10 points from my previous shows. That's 27. I've got a famous lion, so it's 31. I've got a famous gladiator, it's 35. And I've got
Another 5.
consoles, so that's
40.
40. That's nice, I like that.
Yeah, you're not first.
Yeah, so it drops me in there, and that gives me another 40 bucks. And also, as a completion, so,
There you go.
and now we go on to Martin's turn.
I'm rolling 2 because I've got the lodge thing. think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Stings, doesn't it?
Not really.
Right. I'm putting on The Lyres of Mercury. Now this is a musical number whilst we try and not digest poisonous metal. So, right. I have 3 musicians, a priest, a chariot, 2 torches and 2 shrubberies.
Decoration.
Yes, that.
From the Knights of
So I get
Ni-
20, I get 30. It's got a star musician in there, so 34. 5, 6, 37, I think. That's bloody
37.
brilliant. I'm happy with that. Now the reason I'm ecstatic, well not ecstatic, it's a bit rich, but the reason I'm happy with being last is because I actually get a benefit in a second from
Well, you'll
being
see
in
that in a
last
sec.
place.
So that's everyone's events placed. We've achieved our money. We've got all our stuff. So now we do the closing ceremonies. So the leading player, which is D, earns a podium. So get your podium, D. And it gets added to his Colosseum. That's all 3 of you guys have got a podium now. That's pretty cool. Then each person who was in an event, so basically all the one of these event that I
We've
put
worked
on.
them to death,
Yeah.
basically. One of them needs to be discarded.
So I have to lose a gladiator, a lion, or
Cage.
a cage. So I want to have a think about that.
I'm
What
gonna
you
lose-
guys?
I'm going to lose a musician.
And you guys have to lose one of each of yours as well.
There has to be someone who was involved in that show, right?
Mhm.
Gladiator, I think. Yeah. Jason, what are you losing?
I'm just having a look at the back of the sheet here quickly. I think mine is going to be a gladiator as well. Also got to keep in what's here. Quite a lot to think about when it comes to this part. While we're thinking about that, the last thing else we've got to do is the last player, which is Martin, gets to steal from the first player, which is D. So he'll get to steal one of those. Have you guys both discarded one already?
I'm going to take your blue structure thing. Yeah.
And then, last but not least, the first player marker, which D has, will move to James. And that is a full turn. So, as you can see, it's a pretty easy game to follow. We're going to finish off the last couple of turns, as the turn marker will now move up to turn 4. And we'll go back to you in a few seconds with our end of game scoring and final verdict. Okay guys, so we finished off our game, and we can tally up the results for you. In last place, even with the legendary Lion Hunters and the most popular Spartacus and Lion, and also had the Senator in there, put me in last place with 70 points. Then in third place was D. Second place was James, who snuck up there right at the back with 74 points. And the first place was Martin. Well done. What was it, 82 points?
Yeah, with ISIS revealed secrets,
Yeah.
which is very topical.
What a joke. Right, so that was quite interesting. I mean, I had the first play of this turn, and I scored my 70 points. So I was too short of filling this whole thing, which was the 2 columns, which cost me 10 points.
Yeah, ironically, that would have put you ahead of.
Yeah.
Obviously, still would have won, but
But I thought, when I got to that 70 points, because I obviously had my extra reputation, I got both of those. I had both the blue and the red dude in here, and I had one of those bonus discs for a +3. And still, I thought, wow, 70 points, that's not bad. I might get second place here. And then Martin went past me, and then D went past me. I was thinking, wow, third place. As James was saying, there's nothing, no way. And then he went straight past me as well. I was like, holy crap, I did shit.
you really did. It's dreadful.
Yeah.
What did you guys think? How did you guys go? The game went. That was interesting that your last turn, you didn't get any visitors for the whole game,
No.
and then on the last turn you managed to get those 2. But you also,
and look what a difference it made as well. Because if I hadn't, I'd have been here.
yeah,
I might have won.
That is what.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you would have. Yeah, that's what did it for me.
and you also did all 5 shows.
Yeah, I've never done that before either. Man, it's tricky to freaking try and get that because you need to have some of these to
Yeah.
get you an extra thing. And one turn, I really had hardly any money.
And 2 big Colosseum events as well.
Yeah.
D didn't do any of the big ones.
No, well, this is my size. Instead, I had 2 little VIP boxes, 2 winning rounds.
But
stuck with-
what I like about that though is that look how competitive you were, and yet you went a different tack. You didn't go for the bigger tickets. You went for a tried and trusted one.
Mainly
the smaller.
because I don't think I could have, because what I was saying at some point during the game is my mix of assets. There was too much of a scattergun approach to getting them. I didn't have lots of multiples of like 2 different ones to then try and
Was you
pick,
ever trying to plan ahead in like the bidding phase or the trading phase? Like next turn, I'm going to buy that ticket and I'm going to try and put that on. So I'm going to try and get assets for next, even though I don't need them now.
I was looking at, because I was looking at the military based ones and then trying to get like all of the military ones and the horses.
James literally playing it by turn.
So yeah, I was trying to go down pat, and then in one turn, I then got quite a few of the artsy ones, and then I was like, okay, now I'll try and take a different turn.
Yeah, because that was what was sorting me out in the beginning. Nobody else was going for kind of comedy musician sort of stuff, and so I basically had free reign on all those assets. And then you started to go that way, and then we were starting to be in contention for certain things. I was really worried you were going to take tickets that I was trying to go for, and if you'd done that, I'd have been screwed.
Well, there you go. So, as your first play, D, what did you think of the game? And how much would you rate it out of 10?
Yeah, I thought it was a good, solid game. In terms of a rating out of 10, I don't know. I'd be just about pushed to maybe give it a 7 for myself.
Okay.
For myself, I didn't think it was fantastic. It's not making me say, "Oh, I really, really want to play that again." So yeah, maybe just about squeaking a 7 for myself.
All right. How about you, James? It was your first play as well.
I enjoyed the game. It was a good game. I will definitely play it again. But the only thing was just the amount of choices for the different plays. It just got a bit, well, what do I pick?
Yeah.
In one turn, both me and James were like, "What on
Brain
earth?"
meltdown.
Yeah. After we did the video round, we obviously scored our points, and then we went, "Where on earth do I look next for the next ticket to
all I
sell?"
did is
and...
all I literally did thought, well, what have I got the most of in here? And I'll just go for that play and try my luck. So I go, well, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
No, it's a good game.
See, part of that could well be that you guys haven't actually played
Yeah.
it before, whereas me and Jason went in with kind of maybe not a preconceived idea of how we're going to go, but at least a vague idea of the kind of overall strategy
Yeah.
and whatnot.
And what? Because like last time we played this, I didn't get one of these extensions early enough.
Yeah, well, both
which
of
meant-
us two, in fact, you did as well, didn't you? But both of us two extended our Colosseum on the very first turn. That's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Because I know you've only got generally five asset rounds, or whatever I call that, investment rounds, and you're really hard pushed to do the things you need. You need to almost prep your Colosseum to do the bigger tickets later on. So
Yeah.
I definitely think that was the right move to do that as well, because it kind of freed you up later on to go, okay, well, I'll buy that ticket and now I can perform it now, straight away.
How much would you give it out of 10?
I think it's really good. I'd give it an 8 as well. I think it's a good, solid game. And I'm kind of glad it's getting a reprint so people can get it. It's been out of print for way too long.
Even an ugly reprint.
Oh, it's hideous. I mean, this is the Days of Wonder one, and the components are awesome. I love these like weird things, meeple things. In the new one, they're like a large, flatter wood piece with painting on the thing, and it's god awful, really is. And the front cover is dreadful as well. I mean, it's not the best cover in the world, certainly, but it's kind of tasteful and kind of serious and gives you an idea of everything it's about. But the new one is kind of a cartoony dude with a sword with like a unicorn in the background or something. Dreadful. Anyway, but alas, thankfully, I have this one.
Yeah, for me, I'd give this an 8.4. I really like it. It's a fantastic, fun game to play. I really enjoy the mechanics. Although I'm a little like.
I don't know how you lost.
Yeah, I'm a little because I think the points on these things is what do it and how you go from there. So I suspect with a bit more plays, it makes more sense of how you can maximize
actually,
your
when
points.
you look at your tickets, though, you had. I mean, I did a 20. Oh, actually, 25 is quite high.
But yeah, I mean, it's still a very fun game, and I think the components are brilliant. It's a fantastically well themed game, and it's just really interesting to play. It's just obviously it's really competitive as well. I mean, look, we all went different ways. These two haven't even played it before, and they came second and third.
Yeah, I mean, first to last, 12
Yeah.
points is not bad, I think.
And both times I've played this has been really close. So yeah, this is a really good game. So there you go. We really rate Colosseum, and we thank you for watching, and we'll go play some more games.